British were in India. So he also did some work during the day for the British officers. And the British officer noticed, oh, he cannot see so good, so he had some glasses made for him. In India they call them specs. And so the old Brahmin put the glasses on and he was shocked. He could see so much better. So his first thought was not, oh, I want to go see my kids, I want to go see my grandkids. No. His first thought was, I want to go see Narasimha. With my new vision, I can see him clearly. So he was so excited, he went immediately to the temple in Velachari, and he went inside to see Narasimha. And when he entered, Narasimha spoke to him and said, oh, I cannot see you so clearly. Can I borrow your glasses, your specs? So the Brahmin was shocked. And immediately he agreed, yes, you're my lord, so of course, take the specs. And after this, oh, thank you so much. After this, then the Brahmin regained perfect vision. Now he had been worshipping, he lived to be 110 years old, this Brahmin. So I had just missed him before he died. And some rich person rebuilt the temple, and when you go there now, in the morning, you go there 5 a.m., there's thousands of young teenagers. They call him Grandfather Narasimha because he wears specs. He still has the glasses that the Brahmin gave to him, and he wears them. And the British officer who gave him the specs also became a devotee of Narasimha. And so all these young teenagers and college students, every morning before school, they come and pray to Narasimha and ask for his blessings. And after school, they would come back. So you'll see in the evening, like 10,000 packed temple, all young boys and girls. It's very inspiring. They believe, just like a grandparent, they call him grandfather, he will give you whatever you want, because grandparents are very sweet. And the story of this Brahmin is the reason why this temple is so popular, because of his love and his commitment to worshipping Narasimha, even though the temple was in ruins. He didn't give up. So in Tamil Nadu, I couldn't take photos of the deities. The government has very strange rules. So I made a deal with them that, okay, then I will have my artist do a painting of the deity. So this painting, you can see the Brahmin is at the bottom right side. See, he has the glasses on.
Yeah.
So this is that beautiful temple in Velachari. This is the top of the outside of the temple. One of my favorite stories, actually. And it was hard to choose because I've seen almost 1,500 temples. To choose which ones was very difficult, But this one was very special because it was so beautiful. So this is a temple in Madurai in Tamil Nadu. And this gigantic 3-meter Yoga Narasimha in a cave. You can see on the left side the mountain. The deity is inside that mountain. And one amazing rishi was doing tapasya and the Lord manifested him. So this is also the story. He was bathing in the lotus pond, which is still there next to the temple. And Narasimha manifests as Bala Bhadra Narasimha, Father Narasimha. And then later in the cave, he manifests as Yoga Narasimha Swami. So Tamil Nadu is very special for these types of temples. And now I want to move on, like I said yesterday, to Kerala. Did I tell Kerala? I didn't, right? Okay, I didn't. Are you sure? No, I didn't. I told it when I was in the farm. So now when I got to Kerala, I arrived and I was looking for temples. So I got off the bus and the bus driver kind of pointed me in the direction of a beautiful, like South Indian style temple, you know, with the gopuram. It looked very traditional, so I was happy. Because I had also heard that Kerala people speak good English. So I was walking to the temple, and then I saw the cross, like a Jesus cross on the temple.
Reality is
No, you already told me.
I told this. So this is Kerala, about the Father.
The Father,
Yes.
yeah.
So Kerala. And then from Kerala we moved on to Karnataka. So Karnataka, after Father David, he was such a kind soul. Unfortunately, he passed away not too long after that. I didn't get to see him after that. It was very sad. So Karnataka, you know, blew my mind because of the way they worship Narasimha with such wealth and such beauty and ornaments, and the families believe that they should give 50% of their wealth to the Narasimha temple, or to their temple in general, you know. So when you go into some of these temples, you're just shocked at the sheer beauty and opulence. And one of these, the main temples, called Mulki. Yesterday I mentioned about Udupi, but Mulki Narasimha is famous because one sannyasi was going, he had an ashram, a mutt, like I called it yesterday. Every morning he was going to bathe in the small kind of lake, call it a pukur, a kund. And on the other side of the kund there was a big cobra. Every time he would come, the cobra would stand up and open its hood on the other side. For many, many, many times this happened when the Swamiji was bathing with his devotees. And one night, Narasimha came in the dream and said, "Why are you not respecting my devotee, this cobra? He's trying to offer you something." So the Swamiji immediately, next morning, he brought his disciples, he walked through the small pukur to the other side, and the cobra was there. And then the cobra bowed and then went away. And the Swamiji understood something is there. So he reached down and he picked up this small little pure gold Ugra Narasimha, you can see here. Small little Ugra Narasimha made of pure gold. And the opulence, look at, this is also pure gold. Now look at this is the altar. Gold, gold, gold. They have Krishna, Narasimha is of course in the center. But look at the inside of the temple room. Everything is pure silver. I was shocked at the opulence. And when they're doing Abhishek, they have these pure gold kailashas, they're called. 1-2 kilos each of gold. Each family donated. They have 10,108 of them. So over the hundreds and hundreds, it was 700 years ago when he found the deity. The families of the local areas would donate the golden kailash, golden chariot. And he's a small deity, you know, but so much wealth. And then they have a Gurukula. Bless you. The Gurukula is across from the temple. And the boys are sent there from age 4 to 12. And they also have to learn the Vedic mantras while doing school. And for Mangal Arti, the whole village comes. And they chant the Narasimha Astakam and different beautiful, beautiful prayers. So most of the temples were like this. I was like, my mind was blown. Like, how is this? Let's try to find now. Remember yesterday I told you about this lion Narasimha, but the one where the elephants were chasing me. Because he, if we can find him in here, sometimes I forget. Oh, no. Actually, first let me tell you about another amazing form. In a village called Agara. And the form is called Stamba Narasimha. Stamba means the pillar. And Narasimha was inside of the pillar. And he jumped out. So this is a very tribal, tantric form of Narasimha because he's the god of Tantra. So I had heard about this form. I wanted to see for my own eyes because I had never seen this type of form before. And when I arrived in the village, normally the villagers are so sweet. They'll help me find the temple. They'll bring me to the temple. But for some reason, these villagers were not such nice people. They were quite rude, sad. I would ask them, "Oh, Narasimha Swami, Devastanam?" And they would just kind of, "Oh, somewhere over there." They weren't very helpful. So I was like, "Oh, something's going on." And when I got to the small temple, kind of on a little hill, he was just in this dirty, small thing covered with tin. I was shocked. I pulled all the tin away. I cleaned him. I did abhishek. And you can see this unusual form of Stamba Narasimha. See? See Narasimha? He's like on the ground, ready to pounce out of the pillar. See how he's almost crouching? So it's showing the form of what he was doing inside the pillar, crouching, and you can see the size. And I was very sad. I wanted to take him with me because he's sitting there alone in the jungle. Nobody's worshiping, maybe once a year or something. So the local kids came. They heard the Westerner was there, and then the whole village started coming. Luckily my friend was there. He spoke good English. So I could he translated. I said, "Why are you not worshiping Narasimha?" And they said, "Oh, the village is going through tough time, diseases, health problems, no money." I said, "This is because you stopped. Are you crazy? He's your protector. Why are you not worshiping him and asking him to help you?" So I made like an agreement, a handshake with the seniors of the village. They're like the panchayat, they call it, the heads of the village. I said, "You have to promise me you'll worship him, please. Even if I have to pay," which I did. I gave money for renovation of making a temple. "Promise me," and then I made them shake my hand, "that you're going to look after him and do puja every day." So I didn't go back for many years, but I went back. And I noticed the main street, all the shops were open again. People were thriving. People seemed happier. When I asked them, "Narasimha Devastanam," they were like, oh, this, and then they would come with me there. And then I went there, and they started building very simple, small temple. And the whole village came, and they were much happier. I could see the darkness in them was removed, the sadness. And I really loved, even though I wanted to take him with me, to take him back home. I'm glad that they started worshiping him. So some of the deities were on top of these huge mountains. Like, look. See this big mountain? Yeah. Huge. On top in a cave. This particular one, this is the deity. But there's a Swayambhuv deity right here. You see with the eyes? This is in front of the Lakshmi Narasimha deity. So Lakshmi Devi came to meditate on this mountain because Narasimha rejected her. She was trying to walk to him. He roared and she became very, I do not know this form. No. Only Prahlad can make him peaceful. So she was a little offended. So she went to do tapasya. And then through her tapasya, the Lord was so pleased, so he manifested to her. And then she rejected him. See, she's still a woman. She's playing this hard to get. So then Narasimha went above in another cave, and he was meditating, waiting for her to come to him. So this form of Lakshmi Narasimha signifies that. This is also mentioned in the Puranas, this place. Beautiful landscape. You can see for miles, nothing. No buildings, nothing. 30, 40 kilometers, there's nothing there. Let's see what else we can show you a beautiful, beautiful Karnataka. I want to show you the lion one. Oh, before that, I'll share this one with you, because it has to do with a tiger. So, I had heard about one temple when I was young, which I never saw, called Kopada. They called him Ugra Narasimha or Jwala Narasimha. And I'd seen an old painting, and he had like 18 arms or something. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 16 arms. And I never got the opportunity. Only about 10 years ago, I finally found him. And I bought an old Jeep in India. And like an army Jeep. And I was driving all over India. I had my photographer. And we showed up at this place at night. Around 9 p.m. And it was pitch black. And normally a small village in India at 9 p.m. is alive. Everybody's outside, drinking tea, talking, eating. Normally it's not asleep. No lights were on, and I pulled up. I turned off the engine. My driver said, my photographer said, "Oh, this doesn't feel so good." Let's see if this works out. This doesn't feel so good. So, I don't feel like going out. I don't like this feeling, he said. So I said, okay, no problem. So I got out of the Jeep and I started saying, Namaste, Namaskaram, hello, in the blackness. And all of a sudden in some building, someone opened the door and the light was coming out. One Indian man said, shh, shh, quiet, come. So I told my photographer, come on, let's go in the house. He said, okay. We started walking in, and we were talking, and the man said, shh, please, quiet. Please, you'll bring the tiger back. I said, oh. And then my photographer ran in the house. I said, there's a tiger? He said, yes, just before sunset, he attacked someone and dragged them away. One of the locals. And this last 2 weeks have been terror. 10 people have disappeared. So I was really excited. But my photographer was crying like a little baby. I said, but I have to see Narasimha. I come here to have to... No, wait for tomorrow. I said, absolutely not. Now or never. I said, come on, we can all go out together. In numbers, no problem. So it was on the bank of the Krishna River as well. So it was hard because the river you could hear. So you didn't stand a chance. You couldn't hear the tigers sneaking up on you. So a group of us, about 15 of us, they had torchlights, flashlights. I convinced them. My photographer was so... No, he didn't know, but I convinced them, manipulated them all. Come. I have to have darshan. I think I even lied. I made up a story or something. Whatever it took to see him. So we ended up walking all together. Temple wasn't too far, maybe 40, 50 meters away. They're all shining the lights in all directions, you know. And I'm just in ecstasy because I'm about to see him. And we get to the temple, the pujari opens, and there he is inside this little cave underneath a tree. But these boulders were there. Kind of have to, he's in between them. Swayambhu Narasimha. You could see the Swayambhu form, but then they carved this beautiful deity as well. So I was in ecstasy. But the Brahmins, they're all freaking out. And I'm sitting doing prayers, chanting, namaste. They're like, shh, 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 shh. And it was such an ecstatic experience. And then this is what the deity looks like. And you can see, we had to take the photos at night because the temple's lit up.
Yeah.
See? So after, see, I had my big light. I was traveling with these camera, a special light for lighting up, so you can see it lit up the whole tree. I had 2 of them. They were so scared. They're like, it'll attract the tiger. I said, good. And after this, then we went to their house for delicious prasadam. And we had the beautiful prasadam. And then we said goodbye. Already, it must have been 10:30 p.m. And then me and my photographer, they walked us out to the jeep. We get inside and they leave. And all of a sudden I hear something moving in the dark forest, and like this, a growling sound. And then my photographer starts screaming, let's go, we have to go, we have to go. He slammed the door, and then we immediately start driving away. And I'll never forget it, in the back of the Jeep, the red lights are there, so you can still see little. And I saw the silhouette of the tiger came into the road in my mind. It was wild. So that was one beautiful story. We have to find this Ilana Narasimha. Ah, this is the one. You can kind of see too the small pond that separated me from the elephants. Look, you'll see. So over here you can see the pond, you know? So this is the, I wanted to steal him as well. And for many years I've been trying to build the temple for him, but the elephants smash it down, which has happened many places, because Narasimha, he wants to be worshipped by all the creatures, right, in the jungle. Why should it only be the humans that get to spend time with him, right? Like in this book, one of the most incredible deities is called Kevala Narasimha Swami. Where is he? Here we go. In Ankola, on the bank of the Ganga Valley River, the second Ganga. The Saptarishis were doing tapasya, and they wanted Ganga to worship the Lord. So they asked her to also come and make a sacred river here. They called it Ganga Valley. And this deity is so spectacular. When I found him, you had to drive into the thick jungle. There's nothing anywhere. You'll see in the photo, just jungle. He's sitting on top of a little hill under a, what is the tree? A banyan or a peepal tree. And when I first saw him, my heart kind of stopped because he's just so unique. See the form? Yeah. He's sitting under the tree. Very cute. Kevala Yoga Narasimha Swami. So I was shocked. I said, oh my God. I want to build a temple for him, or I want to take him home with me. Now this deity, the government and the archaeological department says 2,000 years old. Right? So imagine. So I was telling one of the locals who brought us there, he spoke good English. I said, I want to build him a temple. Why is he outside? Oh, no. You're not the first one who had this idea. Many powerful kings, celebrities, rich grihastas, they also had this idea over the years. No. And Narasimha says, no. My temple is the jungle and all the creatures within it. So, even I was so convinced I have to, build him a temple to protect him at least. I had a dream that night. The Lord was like, nope, not gonna happen. So still to this day, I'm going back there in November to see him and see how he's doing. And it's amazing because you can go there and you can touch his lotus feet and, like I said, massage him, give him a hug, men, women, children, everybody. And this is what really, blew my mind about Narasimha, is I never felt such a personal relationship with Krishna like I felt with Narasimha. So another temple which is very personal and very special to me, it's called Agara Narasimha. So a great king from the Hoysala dynasty named Vishnu Sharma Maharaj. Back then they used to travel with horses, camels, and if they had to stop, they would set up a whole camp. And it was beautiful. The king had his tent and everything. Now this king, he, unfortunately, when he was falling asleep, the king cobra came and bit him. This is imminent. This is imminent death. The cobra bites you, bye-bye. And the king called his ministers, the doctor, the local priest. In these small villages, they have the medicine man is like a witch doctor, like a tantric. They know how to cure. Oh Maharaj, I'm sorry, but you will die in a matter of minutes. Your only hope is to pray to Narasimha Swami, the remover of poison. The king, he just sat there. Om Namo Bhagavate Narasimhaya. Started meditating on the Lord. And the Lord manifested to him in the most brilliant form of Yoga Narasimha. And he removed the poison from him. The king did not die. Hence, he is called Agara Narasimha Swami. Agara means the remover of poison. And many, many kings from his lineage, his children, grandchildren, would come to offer gold. There was a treasure in front of the altar. There was like this hidden room. Unfortunately, treasure robbers broke in and stole with, some say, billions in gold. So this is this beautiful deity of Agara Narasimha, the remover of poison. See how beautiful he is? That's the temple. Now look at this beautiful shot. Getting up close and personal with him during Abhishek, turmeric Abhishek. And this is the beautiful Brahmin called Narasimha Prasad. His great ancestors have been worshipping this deity. Now the next beautiful temple on my Karnataka adventures is very dear to my heart because I was searching for this temple probably 18 years before I found the temple. It's called Hulalu. Completely abandoned, left to neglect. All the vines and everything have grown over the temple. Unbelievable. And bless you. I by chance 4 years ago found him. Just by chance. And best day of my life. But when I found the temple, it was completely abandoned. I just started running to go in the abandoned temple, and the villagers were screaming, and my friends were like, "No, wait. There's a leopard lives in the temple, also cobras." But I did not care. And when I went inside this temple, it's a feeling like you cannot imagine. This feeling of, oh, now I'm here. Now, it was like my father was waiting for me to come back home. And now I have arrived back home. And it was like, where have you been? This feeling, you know. And I was so amazed because I still couldn't see him, but I had this feeling. And as I got closer, I had this feeling like, oh my God, he is here, 100%. But the thing was, he was covered in green mold. He had not been worshipped for 50, 60, 80 years. Now here you'll see his face and you'll see the abandoned temple on the left side.
Oh, so beautiful.
See the abandoned temple covered in trees and bushes? And that was the entrance right here I ran into. So me and my son and other village kids, we cleaned him. I brought brushes, I scrubbed him. Now look, you can see on the right page, we were cleaning him. On the left page, this is what he looks like.
Wow.
From this to this. This magnificent, unbelievable deity. See how you're cleaning him together, touching his lotus feet. Look at his beautiful lotus feet, his fingernails.
Wow. Jai ho.
Wow.
So I take groups of devotees here to worship him and touch him and do abhishek. We do it together, men, women, children. This deity has a special place in my heart. I'm trying to renovate him, but it's a little difficult because of the politics in India. This beautiful, special temple. Ramanuja Acharya, one of the great acharyas that we also respect and love, he went to a few places. One of them was called Tandanur. It's a place also to believe where Prahlad went and did tapasya after Narasimha left. He went on the sacred mountain and he did tapasya. And so Ramanuja Acharya wanted to go there because of this fact. And he was worshipping Lord Yoga Narasimha Swami there. And Ramanuja also had enemies, the Jain kings. They didn't like him. They were searching for him to kill him. So one king called Bitadev. This king was after Ramanuja to kill him. But his daughter became a little possessed, mental. I'll wait till it's done. Where are you going?
But get something.
The daughter was having some mental issues. They say she was possessed by ghosts, rakshasas or something. So the king was doing everything in his power, bringing healers, mystics. They couldn't do anything. So, in the dream, the king the Lord came and said, you can only free her by going to see Narasimha, his devotee, Ramanuja. So Ramanuja Acharya was here worshipping this beautiful deity of Yoga Narasimha, and he had a danda. The sannyasis have small dandas, a stick. Sometimes it's to ward off the animals, or it's a reminder of your commitment to sannyasa ashram. So Ramanuja's danda was always placed in front of Narasimha Swami. So the king Nabi came with his daughter, who was a little crazy, suffering from these attacks. The king said, please, I'm sorry I've not been good to you, but kindly help my daughter, free her from this, for being possessed. So Ramanuja Acharya took his danda from Narasimha's lotus feet, and he touched on the girl's head, and she was freed from this sickness, mental sickness. And King Bitadev completely surrendered to Ramanuja, and the daughter became a devout worshipper of Narasimha. And so did the king. And this is, when you go there, the Brahmin will hit you with the danda. And sometimes he beats you a little too heavy. So this Brahmin, I was torturing him for many years to take photos of this deity. He would never let me. I had to bring my first book and show him. Finally he agreed. And then when I asked him to touch me with the danda, he didn't touch me. He was like, he gave me a good beating. This is the deity, and you can see me on the left side getting beat by the danda. See, Yoga Narasimha. So maybe one day you guys will go there and get beat by Ramanuja's danda, Narasimha danda. They call Narasimha danda. You know, India used to be so beautiful. So beautiful. And I miss those old days. Look at this gorgeous river. I'm sitting here, crystal clear, clean river. Oh, you're here. Welcome. You're working today? Yeah. See how beautiful the river is? You can't imagine India is like this, because India has become so disgusting and dirty, sadly. But this river is very special. The Mahavati River. Many devotees did tapasya on this river. And one special deity was found here. Look at him. Yoga Narasimha Swami of Gurur. So this deity is very special because two brothers of well, first of all, Gokarna Maharishi was meditating on the bank of this river, and Narasimha Swami appeared on a rock, gave him vision. So then Later on, a great king called Krishnapa Nayak from the Vijayanagar dynasty had a deity made from this rock. But it was kept in this place on the side of the river. And eventually, the deity was lost. The river maybe swallowed him, which I've seen many times in my travels. They found the deity in the river before there was a temple, but maybe the river flooded and, many, many, many years ago, 200 years ago, two brothers named Doda and Narasimha. They were from southern Karnataka. They were visiting the holy river and they saw something unusual. They saw a cow. The coward person was bringing the cows to the river to drink and bathe. One particular cow, she was standing in one spot, just the ground. All of her milk was spilling out of her breast on the ground. So this generally means, this must be something special. So they ignored it, but they spent a few days on the bank. The next morning, the coward man brought the cow. Same cow, same place, milk. So the brothers, okay, something special is here. So after the cow left, they started digging with their hands. And they unearthed the deity of that huge deity of Yoga Narasimha Swami, much bigger than us, 3 meters. They were shocked. They were screaming. One brother went to the village. Come, come! Now they found him. So the whole village came and they picked up this gigantic deity and they brought him to a place. Jai Shri Shri Radha Madhav. And the two brothers installed him. Now the two brothers were kind of like Sudras. This is not normal. How is it they get to install? They found him. That's why they found him. So even still to this day, I know the descendants. And they every year they get to do on Narasimha Jayanti the main puja, even though they're considered Sudras. So very special temple. And they gave me one very old antique Narasimha deity, stone deity, like a shalagram deity. Also, they gave me one of my shalagrams is from the temple. So I love this. Look at him again. Look how beautiful he is.
Wow.
Huge, stunning, fantastic. So. In a village called Patranagiri, just by chance, I found this temple. Well, it's always by chance, every time. So, the story, this only happened 5-6 years ago. This story, from the local villagers. They kept hearing the sounds of a lion roaring. There's no lions in this area. Tigers, yes. Leopards, but no lions. They couldn't understand what's going on. Why is there like lion sounds in our village? So, they were building a Hanuman temple because it was believed Hanuman did tapasya in this area. So, they built nice Hanuman temple, and across from the temple there was a big land of farming land, and it was like a small, one part of the land kind of went like this. It went up and then down, like a little hill. It didn't make sense. But anyways, the farmer would plow it every year and he would... So they kept hearing the lion roar. They were ignoring. And they had a dream. Narasimha Swami came and said, why are you not coming to excavate my temple and find me? They also ignored. So then Hanuman came in their dreams. All the heads of the village, the old guys, who I know. He said, oh, you must... you cannot worship me. You have to worship my Lord. Then I will be happy. He is in front of my temple. Unearth him. So they were shocked. The next morning they told the whole tiny village. They all started going with, they called the farmer, come, with pickaxes. And then they hit a wall, stone, pillar, what? And they start, the whole village, they call other villages, and they start under, there's a temple underground, under the mound where the farmer was growing corn. And,
It's a katha.
oh, what is it?
Katha.
Where?
Hi, kitty.
I think she's scared of my face.
Oh,
Come on, kitty.
so, it was interesting. So they unearthed, and they were shocked. Not only did they found one gigantic Narasimha with his goddesses, Shri Devi and Bhu Devi, Lakshmi and Mother Earth. And then they found another Narasimha. They found a Krishna, Murari, Gopal playing his flute. And then they found a Narayan Didi. Now, this is unbelievable. This Didi's huge. Are you ready to see him?
Yes.
Yeah? No.
Yes.
Look at how beautiful they are.
Oh,
Yoga Narasimha with Sri Devi and Bhu Devi. You can go and touch him. Do Abhishek. And look, here you can see. Look at his beautiful lotus feet. His beautiful nails. And this is the inside of the temple. Oh, hey Vayu, good morning. Something was going on with your, I think Mom's phone. Because I was sending messages, but nothing went through. Yeah, like it was saying not going through. How you feeling today? Awesome. Look, I'm showing that, remember we were here. Let me show you. Remember when we went and did Abhishek of Patanagiri?
Yeah.
Remember how awesome that was with my friend Madhu? So yeah, I'm just telling you that story right now. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day over there.
Thank
Are
you.
you gonna hit the yim or what?
Yeah, maybe.
See how you feel? I can't wait to see you. I'm back next Monday. I thought it was 10:20 a.m., but it's actually 10:20 p.m. So yeah, so either I can pick you up. Anyways, we can talk about. I can pick you up Tuesday morning, or Mom can take you to school, and I can pick you up. I can't wait.
Oh, you know that lady who did all that stuff with the chimpanzees?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
She just died.
I know. She was awesome, actually. She was pretty far out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad story, but she lived a long life. I think she was 95 or something, maybe 92. Okay, that's a good life. If you live that long, that's a blessing. So, and did you know people in China, there's more people in China that are over 100 years old than the entire world combined, because they eat good healthy food and they don't drink cold water. They only drink warm water even when it's hot in the summer. Yeah, I didn't know that. It's interesting. When I was there, yeah. Anyways, you guys have a beautiful day. I love you. I have to get back to the stories.
Love you.
Jai Nishima. Have fun.
Yeah, so.
Love you, man. Sorry, my son. It's morning time in America. So, you can just You can enjoy with him and touch his body and do abhishek. My son and I were just there 3 months ago. The most beautiful thing is his lotus feet. Imagine you can massage them. So fantastic. Maybe one day you guys can come and we can massage him together. He's so big. The women are so small here. He's like, so you'll be able to hug him like a father, you know, like a real father. You'll feel like, wow. Even I feel like this in front of him. I'm like, my mind is blown, you know. So Hampi, famous place in India, the Vijayanagar Empire, one of the most powerful kings, Krishna Devaraya, big devotee of Narasimha, the front of his kingdom, one of his master artists gave him a very, very special gift. He was so devoted to Narasimha, the artist wanted to carve from one single boulder, piece of stone, a magnificent Yoga Bhoga Lakshmi Narasimha Deity. Now you have to remember, when they're carving a boulder, they have to carve from the top down. You know how difficult that is? How do you know? These people had very special, almost mystic powers. They were so blessed. So I'll give you a glimpse. Now this temple, unfortunately the Muslims destroyed. Krishnadeva Raya offered hundreds and hundreds of kilos of gold to cover him. And you can just see, he's in the jungle. See him? See how big he is? Hampi's a beautiful place. The architecture is stunning. Beautiful architecture. Now this is actually what he looks like on the top left here. Now you have to remember, he looks small, right? No. He's exactly like 7 meters tall. So how tall is that? 7 times 21 feet tall. Bigger than this whole building. This like size of this building, maybe. Now I wasn't gonna go into. I was gonna wait. No, I'll wait to do it till tomorrow, Maharashtra, because tomorrow is my last night. Hopefully, some devotees will. You're gonna go to the yagya tomorrow at the new temple.
Yes.
Hopefully, yeah, yeah, okay. You'll be there, Pritam Bar. We're doing the Havan at the new temple. Morning 10:30. Yagya is only 20 minutes, 15-20. So, normally the women don't worship Narasimha. In ISKCON's the only place.
Brahmachari.
No, it's not brahmachari. Women can worship him, but not on the altar. But in ISKCON, Prabhupada was very smart. Because he knew the Western women were very arrogant, puffed up. They want to be equal like men. You will never hear a Western man saying, oh, I want to be equal with women. I want to do everything woman does. But in the West, women are very unintelligent, no brains. They want to be like men. Crazy. So Prabhupada had to deal with this, so he gave women Brahman. Normally women are never ever, in India there's no women initiated. They don't get Brahman, they don't get Diksha, Siksha. They're just happy doing seva. Their husband has, they get everything. Anyways, 50% everything they get. Right? So normally I would be traveling, but I would still see many beautiful women, children, girls worshiping Narasimha, but not in the temple. Now, this special temple, which I love, called Shantigrama, one of my favorite Brahmins is there. His name is Krishna Prasad. And this beautiful temple is about 1,000 years old. And King Virabala, he had a daughter. Her name was Shantala Devi. She was a princess. So, the king one of his greatest things is his daughter has to remain pure, never touched, like virgin, so she can be offered to another powerful king, and it grows the power of the dynasties and the wealth. And so he was speaking to his young daughter, teenage daughter, at the time, I believe it was 14. Yeah. When the girl becomes puberty, she's ready to marry. This is the system. And he's talking to his beautiful daughter, Shantala, Princess Shantala. My daughter, now it's coming time for you to get married. Who do you want to marry? So many good king, powerful princes are there. She said, oh, Father, I'm sorry. I'm already taken. My heart is already taken and I'm already in love. What? What? Who is he? Father, calm down, Father. I will introduce you to him. So the father says, okay, we will go right now. The father tells his general, get the army. Get the army. We have to kill him. After she introduces you, kill him. Cut his head. So, little beautiful girl, 14, 15, Shantala. She's going with Papa. The army's not so far behind. Tens and thousands of soldiers quietly coming. And Shantala, they have to walk by the temple of her Narasimha Swami. She walks inside and she says, King says, oh, my God, we have to go, come. I want to meet him very bad. She said, yes, come inside. Dad, come. I know, but come. So, she sits in front of this beautiful, and he's a very special Narasimha. He's very strong, you'll see. He's not fat, but like, powerful. She says, here he is. This is my love, and he has captured my heart, and there will be no other. There will be no other. Father. But you are my only child. Of course, the father was very spiritually advanced. He understood. His daughter is very advanced bhakta. And the queen was crying, oh, my daughter, who's going to take over the kingdom? You have to get married. Mothers are always crazy, They think the only thing that matters is babies, grandbabies, the house. What is going to happen? The family will be finished. All the other kings will criticize us. And Shantala said, Mother, this is my choice. And it will not be changed. Tastu. So, the fathers said, okay, we support you. And Narasimha came in the father and mother's dream and said, you never worry about your kingdom and your dynasty. It will live on forever. Through your daughter, your princess Shantala Devi. So the king, the father and mother died. Oh, and Shantala, she told her father and mother, you tell the Brahmins I am doing the puja. No, you cannot do it. No. Generally, the women can't do the puja because they have the time of the month, the period. So it's considered muchi. Because then they have to stop. That's pretty much the only reason. And so the puja should never stop. Men don't have this situation, so they can do everyday puja. They take a shower, they go on the altar. So the Brahmins spoke to the father. The father said, please, Shantala, this is the system. You have to wait. So you're older, and this period stops. Then you are free. You can go on. So her father and mother, unfortunately, passed away. So she became the queen of Shantigrama, which was very rare. Normally there's only king. But she had no child. Nobody married her. So she was the queen of Shantigrama. And she was famous for her tapasya, which also women don't do. You're not supposed to do heavy tapasya, fasting and meditating and sleeping on the ground. This is not good for women. But she didn't care. She is tapasvini because she knew it would please her Lord. And she asked the Lord, please kindly take away this bodily nonsense. So in the history books it says only when she was like 40 or before 40, her menopause was done. And now she didn't have to worry about this monthly cycle. And she came to the Brahmins, I am the queen, I will do the puja. You are no longer needed. You can clean the temple. I was cleaning since I was a child. Now it's your turn to clean. And she was a powerful queen. And she continued her tapasya. She ruled. And one of her distant relatives, her father's sister, I believe, her auntie's son's son became his parents died, horrible death. So he was an orphan, and he was a young boy. She adopted him, and this lineage now is the current king, and then he became king of Shantigrama. And he worshipped with his now godmother, adopted mother, Narasimha. And Queen Shantala died sitting at his lotus feet, offering a lamp. Sitting right here in front of him. And they put a lotus flower there where she sat. She was offering a lamp, and she died. Now this is a perfect death. Can you imagine? Wow. So then now you go to the temple every morning. Thousands of women. Girls, unmarried girls. Always the unmarried ones. Praying for a husband. And because Shantala Devi said, any woman, girl, who comes and does any tapasya, austerities, for my Lord, she will have all of her desires fulfilled. This doesn't exclude men, but she was a woman. So, you come there in the morning. Normally I go there after I do another puja at another temple, and then I'll meet the Brahmin, Krishna Prasad. We'll have nice, there's a thing in South India called Horlicks. It's like a hot chocolate. Because I don't drink chai. I've never had chai in my life, or coffee. So I'll have a nice hot chocolate with him in the morning before he opens the temple at like 6 a.m. Sometimes 5:30, sometimes 6. So we'll talk. And then we're walking to the temple. It's just very close to his house. There's like 1,000 girls waiting in line till he opens the big door. And sometimes I'll be like, wait. Just first let me go see him before they come and crowd everything up. So I'll go inside and I'll tell the girls, no, 2 minutes. And they're like, why? Some of these girls, I still know them since they were young. Now they're older, married. and they see me and they're like I kept them from their Narasimha. So I'll go inside and get very close to Narasimha and do a nice puja, and then we'll open the door. They all run in, thousands. And you know what they do? They walk around the temple, because it says that Shantala Devi, the temple is small, she would go around 1,008 times. 1,008 times in the day. So some of these girls, they will come, and you'll see they're just walking around and around and around and around 108 times, 54 times, 27 times, whatever they can do before they go to school or college. And they're coming inside. Some of them are crying, speaking in the Kannada language, and they're all asking, of course, for husband or good grades, because Krishna Prasad I asked him, what are they asking for? Husband. I'm like, but anything else? No, only husband. And I'm like, okay. But they're asking with such, really, Narasimha, please allow me to get someone who will also be your devotee and look after us, a pious person. So, and then in the evening too, they come. It's fantastic to see. All you see is saris, or gopi skirts, going around. And is this the wood for the yagya?
Yeah.
It doesn't look dry.
Yeah, it's wet. It was great.
But,
It's put it on
you put it in the oven? Oh, okay, cool. So this temple I love. Every time I'm in India, I have to go there, no matter where I am. I go to this one. I go to the abandoned temple where he had the mold. I do abhishek because I'm trying to renovate this temple. I go to the other one with Sri Devi and Bhu Devi, do abhishek, and then a few others I'll show you, because they're kind of close to each other. And when I bring groups of devotees, like I'm taking in November, they're coming with me, women, and they're gonna do abhishek of these deities and touch the deities, if they're not on the cycle. But I want them to experience this, because once you experience this, then you become addicted to this personal connection with the Lord. So, thank you guys for another beautiful evening. And it was raining all day today, huh?
Yes.
Typhoon is coming? This is rainy season. So tomorrow we have this amazing Havan, and Saturday is a very special day. I'll explain tomorrow. I'll explain why it's so special, because of the Saturn. Lord Saturn is one of the greatest devotees of Narasimha, Shani Dev. So doing a yagya on this day, Saturday, yields amazing results. And when we're all together, very, very close together, sitting close together, offering the grains together, you'll see the power of your prayers. You'll be shocked. So tomorrow morning, Indravali. Also, these apples are prasadam. Everybody take one. Okay, everybody. I offer them to my deities, so please take the apples. Indravali. Oh, she's sleeping. She's sleeping. Oh wow! Already okay. So please be at the yagya tomorrow a little early, okay? And if any of you guys want to, you want to look at this, you can look at this second book if you want. Anybody want to look? Well, maybe I should. No, I'll save it for tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Does anybody want to look at the first one?
Yeah.
I'll leave it down here. You can bring it. I'm gonna go upstairs. You're welcome to come for darshan, and then tomorrow. Yeah, please come early. So you have to come so you can sing. Are you coming tomorrow? Promise? I haven't seen you at all. In the morning, where are you?
No, there.
Oh, for class in the morning. You're not.
I was, because baby is schooling.
Oh right, you have to take her to school.
I have online job.
Oh nice. Okay, good.
Yes, part-time.
But tomorrow no school. So, all right, I'll see you. Come. If whoever wants to come up for darshan, come.